Hi guys, Dana here. Today is March 20th, 2013, and today is officially my 2-week post-op. I wanted to give you an update on my weight and also just like a review of the last 2 weeks of my hospital stay of things that I went through, just in case anybody else wanted to know. But we'll start with the weigh-in. So on January 3rd, 2013 was my highest recorded weight, and that was 251.6 pounds. The day of surgery, I weighed 231.5 pounds, and today I weigh 220.7 pounds, which is a loss of 10.8 pounds since surgery and 30.9 pounds total. So it's pretty crazy, but it's weird because I don't really feel any different. I still feel the same 30 pounds ago as I do now, and I can see the difference a little bit. My pants are fitting better. Pants I couldn't even get close to buckling, I can buckle now, but I just still feel big. I don't know. But I was really hoping to be under 220 for this weigh-in, but I know that you gotta take what you can get, and next week I definitely will be under, and I'm hoping to be in the lower teens somewhere, so let's just see. So it's really exciting, and let's start with my hospital stay. On the day of my hospital visit of surgery, I went in, got checked in. They gave me some like meds to calm me down because I was a little bit nervous, and I don't remember anything after that until I was wheeling from recovery room to my hospital room. I don't even remember being in the recovery room or anything like that, so they must have been using some pretty good meds. um, the hospital stay was great. My nurse staff was wonderful. My mom stayed with me my first night, and Nick, my boyfriend, stayed with me the second night. Um, the doctors or nurses, the whole medical staff, like they came in multiple times throughout the night, so I feel kind of bad for my guests because they probably didn't get very much sleep, waking up every couple of hours. Um, but I really liked staying in the hospital. The beds were comfy. They took care of you. They brought you food. I had my tablet so I could browse the internet. Everything was great. And had a pain pump, which was amazing. Um, that pain pump, I at the time did not think it was working all the way because I still felt pain, and I thought I shouldn't feel any pain at all from it. But my last day there, they removed my drain, which it's called a JP drain, and it's like this really long tube that's inside of you that drains out, I don't know, liquids, blood included, in this little bag. Well, how they remove it, they just pull it out, and they felt like they kept pulling and pulling and pulling, and it hurt really bad. Like it was on fire. That I wish I would have been able to use my pain pump before they did it, so that I would have been numb or at least a little bit better. But they had already taken away my pain pump before they removed the drain, so that was not good. Um, they also wanted you up and walking around. I tried the first night and I got really, really sick, nauseous. Like I felt like I was going to have the exorcist pukes. So they took me back to my room. I didn't make it very far. But the day after that, I started walking, and then the last day I was there, I was up and walking, I think 3 or 4 times before I had left for the day. My mom came and picked me up, and the ride home, we live about 35 minutes away from the hospital. My mom does anyway. And the whole ride home was so painful. Every bump in the road, you felt it. And since you weren't on that nice morphine drip, you felt it real hard. They gave you some pain pills. I can't remember what they were. I'd have to go downstairs and find them, but I don't feel like doing that. But they helped a little bit, but they were nothing as strong as the morphine drip. I slept in my mom's bed the first night. She let me sleep in there, and it was very bad. The next morning, I had so much trouble getting up. I was in such pain. Um, I called the nurse, emailed the nurse back and forth a couple times. Then she called me, and we talked it out. But I thought I was in way more pain than I should be. I thought that my meds should have been much stronger, and I shouldn't be feeling like, I don't know, my guts were on fire. But she just told me that that's normal. It's a huge surgery. If you've never had abdominal surgery before, that you're kind of going to be in for a shock, and it totally was. And she also said that each day will get a little better and better, and it really did. By day 3, I was feeling much better. After that first night, we set up the recliner so that I could sleep in the recliner, and that was much easier to get in and out of and less painful. I still had to have someone lower me in and help me up out of there for probably the first, I don't know, 4 days at my mom's. But then after that, it got much better. One night I had to pee really bad, and everybody had just gone to sleep like an hour before, and I didn't want to call and have my sisters or my mom wake up and help me. So I wiggled my way out of the chair, and every day after that, I was able to get in and out of the chair by myself. It wasn't easy, but it was possible. And by the time I left my mom's, I stayed there until about day 8 post-op. And I was feeling much better. My activity level at my mom's, I didn't walk very much like you're supposed to. I did get up and walk around the pool. My mom has an in-ground pool and a pretty big yard, so my niece and nephew live there, and we walked around the pool a few times each day, and that definitely helped. It wasn't easy. I had to walk real slow. My nephew, he's only 4. He insisted on holding my hands to help me around. It was so cute. But and my other nephew was there too. He's only 2 though, so he didn't really walk around with me much. Let's see. I decided I wanted to go home to my own house on day 9, post-op. I was really homesick, like missing my own space, my own bed, my own pillows. I have like a mountain of pillows on my bed, and I just missed it all. Wanted to watch stuff on my DVR and all that fun stuff. So I came home day 9, and everything's been pretty great. I wanted to also mention I quit taking my pain meds when I was at my mom's. I think 1 week after surgery is about when I stopped. I know I didn't want to become addicted to them because I know a lot of people who are addicted to them, and I just never want to be like that. So I decided I was going to wean my way off, and then I just stopped about 1 week after surgery. And yes, I do need to take them here and there, and I'll explain that in a minute. But overall, Tylenol, it works great. I just take 2 every 4 hours, and I feel pretty fine. When I went back to my house, I decided that I need to get out and start walking. There is a beach and a lake right down the road from our house, and I walked to there a few times, and each day I've been increasing walking a little bit more. The other day I went on a walk with one of my roommates, and we walked 2.8 miles. I think that one was a little bit of an over exertion because I came back and I was so tired. In the past day or 2, my stomach's been hurting, like it's been more sensitive when I get up and down and all that fun stuff. So I would say walk. It's very, very, very important. But don't overdo yourself. Do a little at a time, increase a little at a time, and if you aren't feeling up for it, walk just a tiny bit or take a break. It's okay to take a day's break and not have to worry about it. My heating pad has been my best friend. Mine's kind of crappy, but it's because it was a really cheap one I got from Walmart, and it feels great when you first turn it on. It gets so hot, and it just feels glorious. But after that, it like goes down a lot, and it feels like it's not even on low. I've been thinking about getting another one, and I think I'm going to. I just haven't got around to that yet. but I think it's very important for your back and for your stomach. It feels good. It's helped with that pain from walking, and that's when I actually had to take a pain med because the pain was so bad. Like getting up out of my bed hurt really bad again. So I'm hoping that it just because I walked too much, and I hope I didn't like rip anything gross or anything like that. Um, oh, I take naps almost every day because I get really tired really easy, especially from walking. I feel like when I come home, I just want to crash and take a nap. Yesterday, I went to go take a nap and I started watching Girls on HBO, and I watched the entire second season instead of taking a nap, but it was still nice because it was relaxing, so it helped out. Um, Oh, foods. I'm supposed to be on pureed foods, which is food the consistency of applesauce, which sounds disgusting because they want you to eat meat blended, vegetable blended, anything that you eat, it has to be like that mushy, slimy, gross consistency, and I don't particularly like it. But I haven't been having really any trouble staying on it. It just, I don't prefer it. Um, Oh, I found this really good recipe. I can't remember where I found the idea for it, but it's you get low sugar, low fat, or maybe it's no sugar, no fat pudding mix from Jello. They make like 4 or 5 different kinds of it, and I got the pistachio flavored, which is green and has like little chunks of nuts in them. Um, I mixed that with 2 cups of skim milk, and then I did 4 scoops of Underi protein powder, and then I put it into two 1 cup containers. And each day, like we're allowed to have 1/4 of a cup per meal, so that's lasts for 8 meals. That's 2 cups worth of pudding mix, which is pretty nice. But I froze one of them, and then I put the other one in the refrigerator, and the frozen one is you have to heat it for like 20 seconds or 15 or whatever to because it gets really frozen because you're using skim milk, so it doesn't have that fat that keeps it nice and creamy. But it tastes really good. It's like pistachio ice cream, so I really liked that. And I have like 4 or 5 different of the flavors of the pudding, so I'm going to try doing it with all of them. Um, there's a cheesecake flavored one that I'm really excited to try that one. And I also got some packs from Protozyme that are protein powder, and I'm going to try mixing those with them because they have crazy different flavors. So I'm not a banana person, but I decided I would try the banana pudding and the banana protein powder. Um, because they do say your taste buds change afterwards, and I'm not sure if mine have, but it can't hurt to try. If I don't like it, I can give it to the dog. um, let's see. Oh, I've heard a lot of people have these complaints, and I have not experienced any of these problems, and I don't know if that's normal or if I'm normal, they're normal. I don't know, but I just wanted to let you know that everybody doesn't experience these problems, so you may or may not have to worry. All right, let's go down the list. Liquids. A lot of people say they have problems getting in their liquids every day. I have not had any problem at all with liquids. I drink about. Can you see this? There, Vitamin Water Zero. These are considered fluids or water or whatever, but my doc says these are okay because they're 0 calories and they aren't carbonated or caffeinated. But I get about 3 of these and then a water in a day, and that typically is more than enough fluid. I also use the Sobe Life Water Zero. I like those the best, but these are my second backup because I just ran out of Sobe. But just sip. I mean, I think I must have always taken small sips before. My dentist says I have a child's mouth. It's small, and maybe I just always drank small sips, but I have not had any problem getting my water in. There are a couple days where it's just like I don't feel like drinking all my water, and I've been in like the 50 some ounce range, but I always get at least 50 to 64 ounces of water in every day, or fluid, sorry. Another problem I've heard is people get very emotional with all the hormone swings and stuff after surgery, and I have not had that problem. I've been watching chick flicks and haven't really had the emotional thing. I haven't been mad or upset or want to cry or overly joyed, or it just, I feel normal. I don't feel any different at all, minus, what I can eat. But so I don't know. I don't know if you feel emotional or not. You may not, but I definitely have not. Maybe it's because I've been around a great group of people supporting me and helping me that it's made it much easier to transition. Some people also get regrets after surgery. Um, I do not have, excuse me, my eyes are watering. I do not have any regrets to my surgery. I do miss food when I see it, but I think that's just head hunger at this point. Because you're so used to joining everybody with eating, and it was like a social thing before. Now it's like you eat to live, not live to eat, so you have to think of food completely different. You can't say, oh, that smells good, let me eat, a half a dozen cookies. My roommates were making cookies and crab cakes the other day, and oh my goodness, it smells so good. But I've not had regrets about the surgery. Just a few little, I miss this or that, but I know that I will be able to find alternatives. And I think it's also, I've been eating pureed food and liquid food for the past 4 weeks, and I'm ready to move on to the next one, so we shall see. Trouble eating. I haven't had problems with that. If you follow the pureed and the amount of 1/4 a cup, you will not have problems. I decided I wanted to try a crab omelet the other day. Crab meat and 1 egg and some sprinkled cheese, because I had tried an egg a few days before that and the egg was fine. I mixed crab and something before that and pureed it, and it was fine. But when I put the crab and the egg together with a little bit of cheese, I took only like 2 or 3 bites, and it went down my my throat into my chest, and it felt like a rock stuck in my chest. It was the worst feeling in the world. I felt like I was gonna die. So I'm not rushing my diet anymore. I am going to follow exactly what I'm supposed to do, because that's what you get when you don't listen. But besides that, I have not had any trouble getting the amount of food in that I'm supposed to. And I'm actually get hungry. I'm not really hungry. I think I can eat more than I'm supposed to, but I'm trying not to. I'm trying to follow the 1/4 a cup. Just because I don't want to stretch my pouch or break the seals or whatever you want to say. Bad pain is another thing that people have been talking about that they had. I think everybody's pain level is a little differently, so I'm going to say that I haven't really had a problem with this, except for this first few days were awful. But, and here and there I will get a pain in my side, but mostly it's been pretty peachy keen. As long as you don't overexert yourself, you'll be okay. Oh, and then the last thing that I've heard people say that I don't know if I've experienced yet or not, because I haven't tried that many foods, but people say that their taste buds change drastically afterwards. I haven't really tried too many things, so I don't really know yet, but I do know that I used to love sweets. Anytime I would have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, I would put 5 packets of Splenda in it with a little bit of milk. Well, I've been drinking green tea with a little dash of milk in it, but now instead of 5 packets of Splenda, I can go down to 2 and be completely fine. It tastes just as well. So I think they're a little bit more sensitive, but I don't think that my taste buds have changed drastically like they say that they could possibly do. So I'm glad and not glad about that. I wish that it would change and I'd automatically love vegetables, because right now I am not a big fan of vegetables. I never really have been. And I hate lettuce. I know it's weird. A lot of people say, how can you not like lettuce? It doesn't taste like anything. To me, I hate that fresh vegetable crunchy taste. I don't like it. I only like cooked vegetables, and only very few cooked vegetables like broccoli, corn, green beans, and carrots are okay, and potatoes are okay. But that's about it. I'm a very picky eater. So hopefully that part will change after surgery. I know I'm going to have to try things, and sometimes things that I used to love are going to be completely awful for me. post-op, like they might hurt or something like that, but I'm willing to try. I'm just a little nervous about it. So, yeah. I think that is all I have for post-op review stuff. I go to my doctor, my surgeon tomorrow, and we are going to have my 2-week checkup, even though it's a day later. And I'm hoping that he'll give me the okay to move on to soft foods. I do soft foods for I think 2 weeks, and then week 5 I can start eating solid foods, and I cannot wait. Cannot wait. I've been dreaming about teriyaki chicken, healthy kind, of course, but teriyaki chicken and broccoli. Oh my god, I cannot wait. So I hope that you all have a great week and are losing and working hard. And I also wanted to say that Joelle went for her surgery today, and I hope all went well. I am going to check up with her after I post this video. But, yep. Have a good one, guys. See you next week.